Hi, I'm Erica and I'm an independent Kaszazz consultant, and today I'm going to show you how to make this funky card using the Bellish Ezy-Press from Kaszazz. The Bellish Ezy-Press is a fantastic die cutting machine, portable with its own very own built-in handle. It has its own storage compartment where you can store dies. You can even store the handle, which comes right off for easy carting. It has a lever here which helps to suction it onto your workspace. Also has instructions along here to guide you as to which plates to use at any time. It comes with a lot of plates. Comes with base plate A in pink, embossing plate B and embossing mat, which is a rubberized mat, cutting mat C for standard paper cutting dies, cutting mat D for your thick paper cutting dies, and cutting plate X for other brands. To create this card, I used the Card Essentials Funky Pack from Kaszazz. First of all, you need to cut out 3 squares in the yellow, the green and the blue. These measure 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. You also need to cut a strip from the pink 1.5 inches by 7 3/4. With the leftover card, we're going to cut 3 flowers, one from the pink, the yellow and the green. To do that, we're going to use the flowers number 25 die. We're only going to use this die to cut the plain paper. Okay, so you need your base plate A. Die needs to be blade side up. Then your paper, always place the good side that you would like to use down towards the die, and then place the thick paper cutting die pad number D, on top, making sure they are aligned so that there's no jamming when you pop it through the machine. The Ezy-Press is easy to use and should run smoothly. If you do have trouble, you need to stop what you're doing, reverse the stack and realign. Make sure you have the stacks correctly. So just wind it all the way through. And out pops your flower. So you can cut the remaining 2 colours, the green and the pink, with this die as well. The next thing we're going to do is cut the centre of our flowers using this part of the die. We're going to cut them from double-sided sticky paper. So once again, base plate A, the die frame side up, place the paper on top, and cutting pad D on top of that. Make sure it's aligned and roll it through. and to ease it off backing sheet. Just need to make sure that you get all of the sticky paper up when you peel it off. So go ahead and cut 2 more of these flower centers. To assemble the card, you need a 8x8 cardstock in white. Simply fold it in half and using a bone scorer, just smooth down the edges to give it a nice sharp crease. And set that aside. Okay. To make the flowers, what you're going to do is taking the sticky paper, peel one side off, and then adhere it to the center of your flowers, like so. Making sure that they're smooth right down. Continue with the remaining 2. Okay. Now we need to peel off the top sheet. So we need to make sure this is smooth right down so that it peels off easily and leaves the sticky paper on the flower. Just grab your bone scorer if it's not sticky and just run it over the top. Should help it stick down. There we go. So just peel it up smoothly. And what's left is a sticky flower center. I'm going to grab a yellow circle. It was also cut out when we cut the flowers. Use a yellow one for the center of this one. And just place it in the middle. So do that to the remaining flowers using alternate colours for the centers as the flowers. Once you have all the flowers prepared, grab your craft tray and your chosen colour of glitter. I'm using sapphire. And place your flowers into the craft tray and sprinkle over the glitter. You may need to use your fingers just to rub it into sticky paper, making sure that it all sticks. Just lift it out, lift your flower out. Using a brush, you can just give it a brush down to remove any excess glitter. And there you have the glittered centre of the flower. So repeat on the other 2, and then we'll assemble the card. And the great thing about the craft tray is that once you've finished, you simply open up the funnel and pour it all back into the container. Now to assemble the card. Using super tape, place on the back of the flowers, then adhere so that it overlaps the edge of the square slightly. When you turn it over, you need to trim off the excess that is hanging over the edge. And there's your first square. Just repeat that for the other two. Okay, now we're going to adhere the squares onto the front of the card. Just use a little bit of super tape on each square. You want to position them about an eighth of an inch apart and in from the edge of the card. I always do the two end ones first so that I can position the middle one centered. And you may find there's a bigger gap with the middle one. Okay. Then take your pink strip and we're going to stamp Happy Birthday in black ink across that. I'm using Tim Holtz Distress ink in black soot. But of course you can use any of the black inks that Kaszazz has. Line it up and stamp it nice and easy. Now you're going to adhere that across the top. And there you have your funky card.